Hi my lovelies, Sandra here and welcome back to my channel. And in today's episode I'm going to show you how to take your basic t-shirt, preferably cheaper, really cheap one, and give it a bohemian edge with the little. We're also going to be using a little bit of bleach on it just to lighten the colour up slightly. Okay, so this is part 3 of my videos on creating your bohemian closet, and the t-shirt was one of the items that I would definitely recommend. It's a longer, this one, it's a men's 3X, and I picked this up literally a while ago off the sale section at Walmart for like $2 or something. So if you already have a long oversized t-shirt, that would be great. Okay, so the tags are off, and then what you want to do is get both ends and fold them. Trying to set this this new tablet up so I could record on a table was a nightmare. You won't believe all the contraptions behind it holding it up. Anyhow, this is it. Depending on how long of a dangle, and I'm going to show you, I normally do about 2 inches. It does not have to be precise. Let me just see if that's better with the lighting. It's not, is it? I'm not sure which is better. Anyhow, it does not have to be precise. And just folding it in half gives you a starting point midway as well. Regular scissors, nice sharp pair. And what you're going to want to do, if you want to measure this, you can if it's your first one. Doesn't really bother me. It's a bohemian look. You just want it to be, you know, you want it to be a little bit different. So I did 2 long snips of this right in the middle. Okay, and then either side where you've got here, in here you want to do 2 snips both sides. 1 long snip, 2 long snip, 1, 2. Is it better with the light? I suppose. Might be the best I've got, guys. I'm sorry. We'll get there in the end. So now what you have is you have the middle bit, and then you have your sides. So you've got some areas to work with. Okay. Next, you've got your guideline, and in about 1 inch strips, go all the way along. If you feel the need to measure these, you can, or just wing it. Practice this on a trial t-shirt. 1, 2. So I'm holding it at the bottom, and I'm trying to do, you know, a relatively good cut there. So let's get all these done. And they all want to be about the same length. This may seem like the boring bit, but trust me, it isn't. It'll be worth it in the end though. As I've said in part 1 of my video, when you're first starting to go over to the bohemian lifestyle, and if it's not something that you are used to dress in, this is a good way to go by changing your t-shirt. I'm just giving it a little bit of an edge. It doesn't have to have a pattern on. I don't care for this pattern, but I don't care about it. It's just for this trial, but I'll still wear it. But if you just want to use a plain t-shirt, you can. It does not have to be black. I found that black goes with a lot of stuff in the wardrobe though, so if somebody in your house has nice big oversized t-shirt you want to try theirs. Okay, we're getting to the end of this first bit. Hey, I didn't mess that bit up. Doesn't really matter if you mess it up. I mean, it's supposed to be the look. So that's the first bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the other side and we're going to do the same. In the next video that I do, where I'm going to be showing you the 4 basics and how to style them, I'll use this tee. After I've done the bleaching and that, I'll get it washed, and then you'll see this tee and how I've used it as a basic. So you don't need to have a Cantha Bay tee, you don't need to buy anything expensive. If you have a long sleeved tee in your thing, cut the arms off, you know, got a goodwill. But get something that you like. If it's got kittens and flowers and puppies on it, good. If it's got sparkly things on it, good. Everyone's into these band tees at the moment, and I don't really have a particular, you know, I like listening to all music. I don't particularly have a fave one. And, you know, that seems to be the look at the moment, but I'd like you to get your own look. Okay, so this is what we have, guys. We have done all the dangles. Before we do anything with the dangles, what I'm going to then be doing, just to give it another edge, is where you have the seam around the arms there, we want to leave the bottom bit that's attached, and we just want to take off about 1/4 of an inch around there, and that just gives it that aged look as well, just with the scissors. And what it will do is it'll start to curl up and roll up, and it'll give you that sort of designer edge that's on a lot of the designer tees. I like to keep the actual edge sewn in because at least you got that, but if you wanted it shorter, make it shorter. But all you do then is just pull it, and it curls, so it gives you that sort of little edge. And then the next, I'm hoping this is recording okay, because it's the only t-shirt I've got to cut up. And don't do my husband's again. Okay, so that's that one. I also don't like anything around my neck. Most t-shirts are crew neck. I'd prefer a v-neck, but I didn't have one. So what I do is just cut up that little bit. I always take off the rolled seam on that as well. I have this thing, I think I've already said, about just there on my neck. I don't like anything touching it whatsoever. I've even stopped wearing shorter necklaces as well, because anything that touches just that area, I feel like I'm choking. I don't know what it is. Craziness probably, but anyhow, so what I'm going to do is just about a 1 inch all the way around. I'm just going to take that you can do it more, you know, in a better. I'm just doing this just for the sake of this video fast. Okay, my darling, so you've got that edge and you've rolled it up a bit. I will obviously just clean that up after. As far as the bottom of the tee is concerned, now you want to get it so that the rolls are rolls, see, with a little nubbin on the end. I'm going to do a few to show you, and then I'll finish the rest off camera because I don't want this to be like a 30-minute video. So what I'll do is I'll do a few, and this is what you do. You hold the bottom of the t-shirt there. If you don't hold that, when you pull this, you're going to pull that bit of fabric off and you've just made a hole in that. So hold it firmly with that, pull this so it goes round, and do a little knot in the bottom. And then I snip off that bit. and you've got one roll. I'll do another one. Okay, hold it, pull the thing up nice and tight. Now somebody did say to me, I did a video like this on the Counther Bay Besties page on Facebook, and they said, could I add beads? You can add what you want, but just remember when it goes through your washing machine, if you've got beads on that, you're going to jack up your washing machine. So you could put it in one of those little, you know, bags that you put your bras and that in. You could try that. I just don't think it's worth jacking up any part of your washing machine. I'm going to do it again. Hold it. Pull it. This is a bit time consuming, but you'll see that now we have 3 little dangles. See? As compared to just this. See? And you want to do that all the way around. I will do that at the end of this video. The next thing you want to do, if it's a nice spanking new one like this, I like to age it up a bit, and to do that, it's very easy. Bleach. We use this. This is a great bleach for the house. I tell you, it cleans everything. Let me just move these. And this is Clorox Cleaner and Bleach. If you didn't have that and you just had a regular bleach, what you can do is just dispense a little bit into a little pump bottle and do it that way. But for me, for this, all we're going to do is we're just going to, I think what I'll do is I'll do a patch down here, just really light mist, and try and keep the sides dark, so without actually bleaching myself. I mean, if anything, you know, your t-shirt's going to be clean. Now, what will start happening is the colour will start lifting slightly, and with black it's going to go 2 ways. It's either going to go an orangey colour or it's going to go a purpley colour, because when garments are first dyed, they have to have a supporting colour and then black's put on. So this looks like this one's going an orangey brown, which is great for fall. You've got the rust colours. And I also want to do the dangles at the bottom. And we're not going to do them all. We're just going to do a few. You need to do the reverse side, but before that we need to do the arms. Little bit on the arms, and I'm going to do across the top. And a little bit there. You know, all these designer companies, this is all they do. Okay, I'm going to do across the top and a little bit there. So now what I'm going to want to do is turn this the other way. And you can choose where you want to do it on the back here, just randomly. I'm going to do it down the back to match the front, so it'll look like a nice big stripe. I'm also going to cut a few holes just in the back, just random holes. Just snip, snip. Gives it that aged in look. You don't have to do it. Okay, now we're starting to turn. And you see how I wasn't that bothered about the front of it? Although the orangey with the red looks really good. Okay, if you want it darker in other areas, do another fine. It's looking really good. It does not take long for it to lift. When you've got the desired colour, that's when it's going in the washing machine. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to end the video there. This is, oh no, before I do that, I'm going to do one more thing. I like to do, just around the neckline, I like to do just a little cut just round there and put a couple of little safety pins in. That is up to you. So all I do is cut and just go round slightly. I made a little cut there, and then I'm just going to tuck off a fraction of an inch of that. Not a lot of it, you don't want a big hole. Okay. And then pull it, and you see how you've got that? And then what I do is I like to add a couple of safety pins. That's a good colour. I really like the colour. When you wash it, probably get another little bit lighter, like I say. That's what it's looking at the moment. I'm going to wash this so it doesn't keep getting lighter and lighter. Then I'm going to finish the ends, and then in the next video, which will be, I don't know, part 2 or part 3, whichever way I load these up, the next part in the series will be styling all these pieces, and I'm going to use this to style instead of this one. So I'm going to use this as the inexpensive one. I'm going to be using the Walmart pants that I got from the junior section that were really quite cheap, and the kimono and the dress. Remember I told you I got that dress? I showed you in the video I got the dress. So we're going to be styling everything in the next video. In the meantime, if you liked my little video and you're going to give this a go, it'd be awesome to know if you do. You can just do it on a plain tee to start off with if you don't want to use a print. And if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. And still trying to get to 90 subscribers because I'm being greedy. Nothing happens at 90, it just makes me even happier. And if you haven't already subscribed, if you could hit that subscribe button, that would be great. And I will see you all in the next video. Love y'all.